Dodgers twice, and on deck is Harvey Keene. Kennedy is tight to the bag at third. The fastball a strike.
Well, I think that they've been looking forward to this game, and they've been waiting for this game, and they have.
Welcome, I'm Jamal Williams.
And I'm Lauren Fluker.
And this is From the Press Box. Welcome, I'm Jamal Williams.
And I'm Lauren Fluker.
And this is From the Press Box,
a show where we'll look at and discuss Atlanta University Center athletics and the national sports scene.
At the end of each show, we'll have a segment called Hurry Up Offense, where we'll express our opinions on a few hot topics.
Or what he means to say is he'll say what he thinks, and I'll say what's right.
Well, it's basketball season, and we all know how big the rivalry between Morehouse College and Clark Atlanta University is.
Yes, every game between the two schools is always intense and extremely competitive. Morehouse managed to edge CAU during football season, but during the first matchup between the schools in basketball, CAU pulled out a victory.
Yeah, the first matchup was crazy, but the atmosphere of the second matchup was even wilder. Let's go check out the action with Lauren.
Let's roll some footage. The Clark Atlanta University Panthers and the Morehouse Maroon Tigers had it out on the two of the backyard brawl, and not just the mascots either. CAU wasted no time defending their bragging rights with shots fired. Royce Hamilton delivered from long range, as did fellow guard Deshaun Gregory, and with a combined 25 points, they showed the Tigers no mercy.
Morehouse is a great team. You know, it's always pressure when the team is down, because they're going to come out and give us their all.
And there, every step of the way, helping to alleviate some of the pressure, was CAU head coach Dale Brown.
Coach Brown, he's a great coach. He came in there telling us we got to keep up the intensity because we had a lead. And I mean, everything he said we listened to.
Sadly, the Tigers' all was just not enough, but CAU center Devon Carter had no complaints.
We started off kind of slow, and now we winning. It's like there was a lot of people against us, and now it's like we showing the world that like we can win.
And win they did by 18 points. Final score 85-67, bringing the Panthers to a 13-10 record this season. I'm Lauren Fluker, reporting from the Press Box.
Folks, why won't we go to the doctor? My uncle called, speech all slurred, complaining his arms numb. He called everyone. He even called my daughter Tiara, because, you know, she's got a year of nursing. Everyone thinks he needs to go to the doctor, including me. So he said, well, will you take me? I'm like, I'm on the road. He goes, I'll wait. Stroke's no joke. If you or someone you love have symptoms of stroke, don't wait. It may be too late. Dial 911. Time lost is brain loss.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me back. Hey, did you tell your parents about us? Let's skip first period together. Did you get all my texts? Is practice over yet? Where are you at? Are you with your friends? That's L-A-A-A-A-M-M-E-E-E. Capital X, lowercase o, capital X, lowercase o. I love you. JK. I hate you. JK. Are you ignoring me? We're in a huge fight right now. Is this something I did? I can see your lights on. I'm coming over. What'd you dream about? Me? I'm lonely. Holla back. Holla back. Let's try something new. Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
Welcome back to From the Press Box. Now is the time of the show where we switch the focus to national sports, my favorite.
Mine too. The biggest sporting event of the year was a few weeks ago when the Giants beat the Patriots in Super Bowl 46.
Eli Manning earned his second Super Bowl ring, ironically against the same team for which he beat his first, in the house that his big brother Peyton built. Now, a legitimate question is, who would you take for your QB, Eli or Peyton?
It's not a question. I'm taking Peyton Manning. You look at his body of work. He has a 94.9 career quarterback rating. He won a Super Bowl with a lesser defense, meaning the offense had to carry them away. They made it to another one, but they weren't able to capitalize. I mean, he has 399 touchdowns in his career. I mean, simply put, this guy is amazing. He should have been this year's NFL MVP because he was the Colts' best player on offense and defense.
Exactly, but I think I have to go with Eli, and simply because Eli is mobile, and that is a huge, huge valuable asset you have to have as a quarterback playing the game today. And I also think that, you know, Super Bowl 42 was a wonderful game for him. It really showed, you know, his mobility at its finest. When we thought that Jarvis Green and Richard Seymour had him sacked, what did he say? No, got out of the pocket, got a Super Bowl ring, and now he has another. So, yeah, Eli, mobile, I love him. You should read the book of Eli.
Well, we can agree they're both very talented, and someone else very talented is Manny Pacquiao, who will be fighting Timothy Bradley on June 9th. And this could be his last fight. In a recent interview, Manny said, "It's not right that I share God's word at the same time hurt people." He went on to say, "I've gained enough blessings over these past years, so I think it's time for me to return the favor."
Well, he reportedly started taking Bible studies classes after his victory over Juan Manuel Marquez and accepted an offer from the Catholic Bishops' Conference in the Philippines to become a Bible ambassador.
Well, it looks like none of us are going to get to see that Pacquiao-Mayweather fight we've been wanting.
I know, and it's so bad, but I guess it's reassuring to know that you can beat everybody up and still be holy, right?
Right. Speaking of holy, last week at Texas Christian University, the alma mater of current NFL players LaDainian Tomlinson and Andy Dalton, they encountered a controversy. 4 football players were arrested as a result of a 6-month drug bust.
The players have been accused of selling after class and around their practice schedule, according to reports. Most of the football team failed a random drug test 2 weeks prior.
I guess those Horned Frogs are engaged in a few other extracurricular activities.
I know.
But we'll be right back after this break.
There's a monster in my bathtub. There's one on the couch. There's a monster on my bed.
Keep innocent things from triggering an asthma attack.
Please make the monsters go away.
Learn how to stop their asthma attacks at noattacks.org.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me. Feed the pig.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
Welcome back to From the Press Box. We're now about to enter our Hurry Up Offense, or as I like to call it, the Battle Zone segment, where we'll be each given 30 seconds to state and defend our opinion. Okay, and the first topic is, who is the best NCAA women's basketball team?
I have one word for you, Ogumake. Simply, Stanford is playing phenomenal basketball. They're standing at 6'2" and 6'3". Nneka's averaging 22 points per game. Shanae's averaging 16 points per game. She's hitting over 60% of her field goals and averaging 10 rebounds per game. I mean, they're 23-1 with their only loss to UConn. They're the only team in the top 4 that hasn't lost to Baylor. Since that loss to UConn, they've rebounded and are playing phenomenal basketball. There's nothing else you can say, but these girls are playing the game.
They are, but if you're not first, you're last. And currently, Baylor sits in at first at 27-0, and largely in part due to Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner against Oklahoma State University averaged 28 points and 10 rebounds, and those are pro stats for guys that are actually in the NBA. And Baylor has Coach Kim Mulkey, and, you know, it shows. She's a Hall of Famer, so that shows on the court as well. They averaged 80 points per game this season and 47 rebounds collectively as a team. And with 8.2 blocks, primarily from Griner, I mean, I say Baylor all the way.
Okay. With the NBA season roughly a quarter of the way through, what team has what it takes to be championship bound?
I have to go down to South Beach and say I'm going to go with the Miami Heat. They're 25-7, and LeBron James and Dwayne, don't look at me like that. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade both average over 20 points a game. You know, they're on a 6-game winning streak now. 5 of those 6 games, they have reached the century mark, so that says a lot. They also have what it takes that they lacked last season, which was chemistry. They play as a unit. They know their strengths. They know their weaknesses, and I think they're going to go all the way this season.
Okay, you can keep your talents in South Beach. I'm going to the Big Apple. We have depth on the bench. We just signed J.R. Smith back from China. They already have role players like Larry Fields and Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert averages over 2 steals per game. And, I mean, you can't forget that they have the emergence of Jeremy Lin at point, who's averaging over 24 points. They already have Amari Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony, 2 of the most talented forwards in the league. And then they got Tyson Chandler anchoring the defense with over a block per game. These guys have what it takes to win a championship.
Yes, I'm definitely going to say the East is going to take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if college basketball season ended today, who would be the Wooden Award winner?
I'm going to go with University of Kentucky freshman forward Anthony Davis, and not just because of the magical unibrow, but because UK now is 26-1. You know, in high school, this guy in high school averaged 32 points a game and 22 rebounds as a senior. So, you know, now with the Wildcats, he's averaging 14 points, which is still pretty impressive for a freshman, so there's no wonder he's nominated for this award and many others.
Okay. I'm going to a smaller school with a guy who doesn't play in the post. I'm going Damian Illiard. He's 6'3", 195 at point guard. The guy's tied for the nation lead with 24.8 points per game. I mean, he's averaging over a steal a game. He's hitting over 45% from 3. He's averaging 5 rebounds per game from the point guard position. This is a little guy banging with those big guys down at the bottom. I mean, he has about 4 assists a game, but he's not playing with a very talented team, but he's led them to the lead in their conference. I mean, this guy's playing good basketball and deserves to be recognized for it.
Linsanity, are you buying into it? Is it the system or the player?
System. Dan Toney has this guy playing out of his mind. He was cut from Golden State. He was cut from the Houston Rockets. Simply put, this guy didn't have what it takes, but he was put into a system that made his talents look like he's everything that needs to be there. And he's looking like Steve Nash, but he's averaging over 6 turnovers a game, and Nash has never averaged a hair over 2.85 turnovers in his entire career. He is not a Steve Nash caliber player. He's an average player in a system that brings out his talents.
Okay, well, I have to be honest with you and let you know that I'm guilty by reason of Linsanity. I think it's the player, and I'll tell you why. In a span of 4 games, this guy's net worth went from $500,000 to $14 million. That says a lot about the player. Okay, so he's a leading scorer. He's following just behind Carmelo Anthony, Amari Stoudemire, but he's averaging 15 points, which is still, pretty good considering this new condensed schedule we're experiencing with this season. And I think, it's definitely the player. I don't think it's the system, so.
Well, I'm never going to agree with you on that one. But our time's up for today's show.
Hope to see you again next week. I'm Lauren Fluker.
And I'm Jamal Williams. And until next time, from the Press Box.